Hello Aquarius, how are you guys doing? So let's dive straight into your reading. To save time, I did pull the cards out, but I think I'll do it differently next week. So let's just start with this week's reading. In the center of your reading, you do have fertility coming through, which can not only be about babies and bringing new life into the world, but it can also be about new ideas. It's just a really fertile time for you guys. But because this is a fairly new card, I will also read it out of the book for you just to get you some extra messages. So let's hold this here for you, Aquarius. This says, the nurture of elements around you is highlighted, and watermelon energy shows that you will reap what you have sown. The wisdom of nature is at the forefront, and answers, discoveries, and inspiration will be found there for you. Plan well, stick with things, and look after those around you. Challenges may be a failure to connect with others and inauthenticity. All right, so again, you might, a challenge for you guys this week might be about your connection with others and maybe not showing up as your authentic self. But this was saying that you are going to be finding some answers, as you've seen, and reaping what you've sown this week, which is interesting. Let's see what this means for you guys, and I will just quickly show you what's going on here. I will say this does feel like a very specific message for somebody with how the cards are, because there's a lot to do with having gone through a tower moment, separation, conflict, a bit of nostalgia, somebody who's a past person. There is an ending here. This could be an arrogant, boastful person. We have forgiveness, mending, so a bit of reconciliation here, but it does not always mean that you're going to connect with this person per se. Some of you will, or you might hear from them. It could really just be about processing something inside, and that's where forgiveness is found, really. And again, forgiveness is all about releasing the pain of the past. It's never about letting somebody get away with it and going, okay, they're fine with doing that. No, some things are unforgivable or unacceptable, and that's fine. But forgiveness really comes from forgiveness is for the benefit of you. It's never for the other person. So just remind yourself of that going through this reading, because sometimes people get a bit triggered in the comments, and fair enough. I get it. People have been through some crap. I get it too. I've been there, done that. But forgiveness is for yourself, because if you know what resentment feels like, and anger and pain and hurt, then you'll know that those feelings are really hard to live with, and it only holds you back, not the other person. So that's the only reason why spirit and the universe and most things really call for you to forgive. All right, but anyway, let's dive into your reading. Just a little disclaimer there for you guys. So you do have mending over here, and right underneath it there is forgiveness. So I've already kind of dived into that. We also have move on. This says stop wasting our energy. It's time to let go, and you deserve better. So in this case, maybe this is something that is going to help you move on, is by forgiving in some degree. What's interesting is the Imagine card is always my judgment card, to be honest, which judgment is all about understanding a situation, gaining truth, gaining clarity, understanding the lesson behind a chapter in your life, so that you can surrender it and let go and move into a new chapter. And that feels like the energy that Spirit's wanting you to go into, especially with the fertility card. It did speak about getting answers and discoveries. So I wonder if this is an energy you're entering actually at this time. But anyway, this is about moving up a level. I always say it's my leveling up card. So that could be something that's going on for you guys here, Aquarius, by understanding a situation, by maybe mending it. Maybe some of you will, go back to certain memories and understand things a little bit differently. Mending, again, can be about fixing something that's broken. So whether it's between you and a person, or again, maybe you're just kind of mending yourself. That can definitely be the message here. But anyway, something is being put back together again. All right. So even if it's within you, and that seems to be helping you to move forward, especially if you have been in quite a despondent phase in your life lately, and that can happen when we feel a bit miserable, we're not happy with our life. I'll show you this card a bit up close and personal. She's not happy. You can see her in the middle, at the bottom of the card here, and this is supposed to be you. Maybe you do feel a bit angry and upset with your life at the moment, or how things have unfolded, or because somebody got in your way, and maybe you're wanting change. This person in this card is demanding change from the universe, and the universe is trying to bring some change in, but the person themselves are also not changing, and therefore they're still not happy with the situations at hand despite them trying to change. So again, it's kind of saying, Let's start doing the mundane things. Let's start doing the small little steps every single day to build momentum, to start building change, because nothing can change without change, right? We kind of need to push the energy ourselves too. So this is a kind of getting out of a bit of a rut here, Aquarius, if you have been feeling this energy, so that you can start snowballing forward and gaining a lot more progress in your life and growth. Okay, and again, it does seem to be coming from forgiveness, because maybe you guys are still holding on to something. Again, specific message for somebody out there. It's not going to resonate with everyone. You might still be holding onto something, past pains, a person, whatever, you're wanting forgiveness, whatever it is, redemption, I'm hearing. And that will happen in its own time. Remember with fertility, it's that you will reap what you have sown, and so will other people, right? The energy we put out into the world does come back to us eventually. So in this case, I feel like it's really about letting something go so you can actually move forward and gain more freedom in your life. And this is what this week seems to be about. As I said, you do that move on card, and then you have low batteries. And this says, which I'll show you because you can't see it, it says fuel needed, fill up your own cup and relax. All right. Sit with your feelings, sit with yourself. Maybe it's time to really kind of start charging our batteries again. So doing anything that helps you with that is going to be important. All right. And then we have the move on card, which I will show you. We already spoke about it, but just to give you guys a chance to read it. There we are. Now over here with the rooster, I will show you this too. This does say an arrogant, boastful person that you should not cross. And this does feel like it's the kind of person that maybe you're having to forgive in some way. Again, they're saying this is not a person that you want to, reconnect with. This is not the kind of person that you really want in your life. If you think about roosters, they're loud and proud, right? So maybe you guys are dealing with someone who's a bit like that. And then you also have axe here, which is forces working against you. Now, just remember, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. Even in terms of energy, so maybe you do feel like somebody's trying to get you down. Maybe this person is actively in your life, or even energetically, you feel like they're trying to block your blessings. No person in this world, especially a low vibrational being, can block any high vibe blessings that are coming our way, right? It's just on a different frequency. It's just not able to happen like that. So by elevating your frequency, just like the Imagine card, by moving on, by deciding, you know what, enough is enough, I'm not going to allow this to let me down, that's you moving on from a situation, and eventually their energies just can't catch up with you anymore, right? And they definitely cannot block your blessings and your progress moving forward. Even if they try, just remember the universe has your back always, especially when you're working with the universe here. Just really important to remember that. All right. And again, fertility and the Imagine card do kind of suggest that there is, like, you are moving into a new beginning if you allow yourself to. It does need surrendering, though. It does need to let go to move on, as we see down here as well. Right, your overall energy of the week is showing up as the Five of Swords. So this is a card of conflict. It is a card of disagreements. Because it's your overall energy, it's very likely this is something you're either still thinking about or, again, dealing with within this time. It could even be in the workspace. However it is for you guys, I don't know, but I do know that it's a very strong message for somebody out there. So Five of Swords sometimes does serve as a reminder to be aware of our own actions, but I don't think that's really for you guys. This could be reflecting something that's to do with someone else around you. So take it however it resonates, but this person is trying to win at all costs, and they don't care how they do it. They don't care about the damages at the end, but really at the end of the day, they are taking the Three Swords with them, which is heartache and pain. So if somebody has done you dirty, they will feel heartache about it in some way. I wonder how that is for you. But this is somebody who's a bit selfish. Makes sense with the rooster, again, loud and proud, like somebody who really does, talk a lot or say a lot. Very low vibrational energy. I will be honest with you with how this is. But let's see. Let's clarify for you guys. Why is the Five of Swords the overall energy of this week? Sometimes this card does come in when we feel a bit defeated, okay? And that could be the energy for you guys too. And I would say, again, sometimes we do have to just accept defeat in this situation. There's no point going back into this with a person in order to win, because, again, there is no winning in the Five of Swords. Both parties lose at the end of the day. Let's see. Why is the Five of Swords here in this situation? What is that? The Ace of Swords, and it did seem to come through with forgiveness. So the Ace of Swords is all about truth and clarity and gaining victory over a situation. So even if you feel a bit defeated this week, it does look like there is some sort of news or announcement that comes your way. Maybe it is just clarity that comes in. It helps you make better decisions moving forward. All right, maybe again, somebody could be reaching out to you with the Ace of Swords because it is a card of communication. What is the Ace of Swords here? Yeah, the Five of Cups. I feel like it's, and the King of Wands reversed. That could be someone that you're dealing with. Very pessimistic person. When the King of Wands is reversed, like there's a few different ways that I will say this. If this is your energy this week, you are gaining clarity of a situation, even though it's difficult. But there might be a part of you that feels like your confidence has been knocked. You do feel a bit pessimistic moving forward because of a situation that has happened here. But again, the good thing is you've gained victory over the situation just because you've found a truth in a situation. Maybe that is the clarity that you need. Maybe that's the small win that's going to help you, because the Ace of Swords is a new beginning, right? It's an ace, so it's giving you a fresh start, okay, away from a situation. So again, even though it feels like a defeat, it's giving you some kind of victory in the end. Now, Five of Cups does speak about focusing only on what has spilt and not on the things that you do still have. So if that's your message, then again, I would say that it's a good time to start fresh here. No longer think about what you can't change or who you can't change, or things that are outside your control, and to start focusing on what you do have and what you can do with it to get out of this despondent energy, right? To start focusing on gratitude or the silver lining of situations, because the King of Wands reversed, if this is you, it does feel like your confidence is knocked a bit. Maybe you feel, because you feel a bit pessimistic or a bit upset or disappointed in the situation, it's kind of damaging your fire energy, which is all about passions and motivation, which again makes sense why despondence is here if that's you. So Ace of Swords says, looking at the situation directly, what is a truth or clarity that we can gain from the situation to again have a fresh new start away from it, okay, and to no longer be looking backwards. Now for others of you, a person, especially with that rooster here and the King of Wands reversed, again, this is an insecure person and somebody who, again, I feel like this person creates challenges in their life. And maybe this is why you guys have fallen out here, because they are just very pessimistic, or they are just very miserable, or I don't know what it is exactly. I just don't really like it very much. It kind of feels like a child in an adult body. That's what it feels like. Very immature energy. But again, Ace of Swords, there is some clarity in the situation, and even if it is just to move away from it. Okay, there is a bit of a victory here with the Ace of Swords. Now, in your energy, you are showing up as the Six of Cups, which is all about nostalgia. All right. Maybe you are focusing a lot more on equal relationships. So relationships and situations or dynamics with people where there is an equal exchange of feelings and emotions, reciprocated relationships. Maybe you feel like your friendships, relationships in the past have been one-sided, even if it's your colleague dynamics or your dynamic with your boss, whatever it is. It does feel like there's people involved here, of course. So you are focusing a lot more on this, but of course the Six of Cups is also a nostalgic energy. So in your energy, you could be thinking a lot about the past. But let's clarify this for you. The Six of Cups, please, for Aquarius. The Queen of Pentacles, all right? So you're focusing on your finances, your stability, what you can gain from situations. I'll show you. Why is the Six of Cups in the energy of Aquarius, please? The Three of Swords, and over forgiveness again. So I think you are really trying to work on your stability, but again, that Six of Cups going back to the past, I feel like is still just causing some heartache and pain. All right, maybe you are missing somebody, or maybe you are feeling again a bit nostalgic in some way, and this is causing some pain. Queen of Pentacles, I feel like, is just saying that you are in a stable position, you are strong within yourself. She's also a good card that comes through for your finances. I just feel like it's your heart space that might need your attention at this time. And again, forgiveness maybe could be helpful for you to really reap the rewards of what you are sowing at this time, because fertility and a Queen of Pentacles together feels really good in your energy. Money is growing, your abundance is growing, your stability in life is getting more solid. But again, that Three of Swords is something that needs healing, right? So the Tower is in a position of your challenge. And if the Tower is about destruction, it's about things falling apart, divine intervention, separation of some sort, it is usually kind of an ending and a very destructive one. This can also, though, be enlightenment in some way, okay? Whether it just be some sort of truth that comes into your world or some, shocking kind of understanding, something that really rocks your world internally. The Tower doesn't need to be super destructive. It can really be like once you recognize some sort of enlightenment or truth, then you go, oh, okay, like that completely changes everything. That's what it kind of comes up as. So let's see why this is a challenge for you guys. I mean, it's clear it's not easy to deal with a Tower. All right, why is the Tower card here? Just remember, though, when the Tower comes into our life, it's always for a reason. It's divine intervention. And the divine only intervenes if something is not built properly in your life and it's just no longer serving you, or again, it's just not for your best interest. Let's see, why is the Tower in a challenge position? Why is this a challenge? The Three of Cups tried to come through. Why is the Tower here in a challenge position? 10 of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, so it's interesting because there's a bit of bittersweet energy coming through with this, because Three of Cups is a card of celebration, by the way. It is about socializing, so I wonder if it's to do with your social group. And again, that was your challenge, I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly. Maybe I wonder what did it say? I think it was just about people around you. That could be definitely a challenge, because maybe you just see relationships with people differently, whether you've learned a bit about placing boundaries or whatever, or you're changing your energy and therefore you feel like you're outgrowing certain situations or friendship groups, whatever it is to you guys. Three of Cups, though, is celebration. So whatever the Tower card is, I do feel like it's a blessing in disguise. And then you have, where is it? The Ace of Pentacles and the 10 of Wands, which is really, really good. It says that you are letting go of a really difficult journey in your life, a very difficult chapter in your life, and you're having a brand new start, and one that is definitely more rewarding for you, because wands represent burnout, which again makes sense with low batteries. You've been really struggling with something in your last chapter of your life, right? Whether again it be a difficult job and a lot of responsibility in your life, or all the weight in the world is on your shoulders, carrying the relationship or carrying all the problems with you. Something that is a challenge is again letting go and moving on from something that has been very difficult for you and burdening for you, and opening yourself up to new beginnings. Ace of Pentacles. So this can be a new stream of income, a new job. This can be a new home. This is just a new solid beginning. Could even be an extra stream of income for some of you guys here that you'll be celebrating and releasing this hard work to accept. Like, I wonder what that is for you guys. It feels fresh. It feels really nice. So even though something is falling apart, you are going to have a new opportunity here to start fresh. Okay. So that feels quite nice. Right, and this fell off of the deck. So over here you have in your external world, what's going on around you is the Magician. So this is all about manifesting. I am going to clarify this for you. So let's see, it's also number 1 in the tarot. So again, it is about fresh starts, the first step. Let's see, why is the Magician in the external world for Aquarius this week? What is that? 6 of Cups. Yeah, 2 of Cups. The King of Pentacles, this definitely could be someone that you're in a relationship with. Okay, so even you are manifesting in a new soulmate, especially if you were dealing with like a King of Wands, or even if it's a boss, like whatever the person is that you have detached from, you are inviting in a new person where it's, again, exactly what you kind of need. So however it applies to you, I'm going to keep it open in general, because for some of you it's love, some of you it's friendship, for some of you it's business partners, whatever it is, it feels much better. Because yes, the 6 of Cups represents that past energy. Again, I feel like you are learning about the past, and again, reciprocated relationships, people who are on the same page as you. That's definitely what's coming in here. The King of Pentacles feels like a new energy, new person. So whoever this is, I feel like they are going to help you fix something that somebody else was responsible for breaking. Does that make sense? Or ruining, because that's where mending comes in. And we see 2 people here, and I don't see you mending with a past person. I feel like the mending is, again, either just you or you and someone else. So King of Pentacles coming in. And the Queen of Pentacles is a divine match. So someone who is on your level, has similar goals and interests to you. And the Two of Cups is here as well. So in your external environment, you are manifesting in new soulmates who have, again, similar goals to you. People who keep you grounded. People who make you feel stable and safe and secure. People who may be able to help you financially if it's a boss, for example. But it's just a really good energy. And the Two of Cups, again, soulmates, an equal exchange. Okay. If you do feel like you were dealing with somebody who was a bit, selfish, I am picking up on that. They were so worried about their own issues that they were really out of the dynamic between the both of you, which sometimes happens. But again, I really feel like that's just this person's personality. They weren't just going through a tough time, which is kind of understandable if people are focusing only on their issues, because the Five of Cups being in that person's energy felt like their problems were, or their life felt more important in some way. And that's where, and the King of Wands reverse is about arrogance. It is about ego. I just don't like it so much, because King of Wands can be super caring and kind and, ambitious and strong within themselves and confident. But in reverse, it's kind of all the opposite of that. So it does feel like selfish and insecure and all that kind of, a lot of ego and that kind of stuff. So again, they were not paying attention to the Two of Cups, focusing only on the negatives and blah, blah, blah. But it does feel like you're attracting people who actually really care. Okay. People who are really kind and definitely someone who's more grounded than you've dealt with before. So that seems to be what you're manifesting in. Really good partnerships. All right. Now over here, you have your inner world. And in your inner world, you are definitely kind of coming to terms with the fact that something has come to an end. The Ten of Swords in your inner world, it also feels like there is something within you that has also come to an end too, whether it's a version of yourself or something. Let's see. Why is the Ten of Swords in the inner world of Aquarius? The King of Swords. Oh, you're definitely being a bit more logical moving forward, a bit more structured, clear. Now that you gain some clarity over something, again, it does offer you a fresh start, and I feel like you're taking that new sword as the King of Swords. Now you're being super direct with people. You're being super logical, super strategic, maybe a bit cold and aloof at times. You are an Aquarius and this is your card, but it feels like you've definitely learned a very major lesson about the people around you because of this. All right, why is this the inner world of Aquarius? Seven of Pentacles. Forgiveness takes time, by the way. That is a reminder here. Okay, that is definitely a reminder, especially with Ten of Swords within you. But you are on the right path moving forward, which is a good sign with the Eight of Wands. Because the King of Wands came through, the Seven of Pentacles. Don't be too harsh on yourself. If you still feel a lingering energetic pain of the past, that doesn't mean that you've not forgiven a situation, that you're still stuck on it. Seven of Pentacles jumping on top of the forgiveness card is just a reminder that this stuff does take some time. All right, just as long as you're staying logical and you're also understanding that forgiveness is also part of a journey, it might help you out here. So Seven of Pentacles, you really are going to be working on some things going on around you, but sometimes the Seven of Pentacles can come in as a feeling of like, ugh, when am I ever going to see some results here? So you might be feeling that in your life. Again, it could be about your own feelings and emotions and healing. Just remember, it takes some time. We might need to change a few things, especially with despondence. It's calling for you to bring change. So making sure that we change our routines and bringing new energy into our life can really make us feel like we're really starting fresh. All right, so if you've moved on from the situation, but your life still feels the same, then you might go back to kind of reflecting and all that kind of stuff. So I would really say new hobbies, new routines, new people, put yourself out there, do things you've never done before, because that new energy will start to replace that past energy, if that makes any sense to you. With the Seven of Pentacles, some things might need to change, but don't give up on yourself. All right. And with that Eight of Wands being here as well, is just a really nice reminder that you're moving in the right direction. This is always my card saying that, again, you're going in the right direction in life. So again, it's good. This ending needed to happen for things to move forward rapidly, for you to have more opportunities as well. All right, which is pretty awesome. Let's see. Your last card is your advice for this week, which is the Page of Wands, which always comes in about being more playful with life. All right, making sure that we stay out of gossip, of course, as well, because that is the gossip card too. But the Page of Wands is all about being creative and bringing a bit of joy into your world. So again, new situations might, again, really feed your curiosity and creativity. But why is the Page of Wands the advice? What's the advice with the Page of Wands? Please, Spirit. The Nine of Pentacles. I like that. I think it's really working on your independence. And the Page of Pentacles too, study something new, take the first steps into something. I was already kind of saying this. I really feel like it's working on your own independence is a key thing here with the Nine of Pentacles. Not necessarily meaning that you have to be alone or single with the Nine of Pentacles, but it is about your independence in general and what you're building for yourself in your life. So Page of Pentacles is really about kind of adding to your own independence. So even if you're in a relationship, maybe it's time to kind of like go into a new class by yourself, or try something new by yourself, or add a new skill into your portfolio. I don't know what it is, but it feels like the Nine of Pentacles feels like your portfolio. I don't know what that means to you. It just feels like on your characteristics, your traits. I feel like this is something they're wanting you to deal with. Like I'm seeing a profile, like a spiritual profile of yourself. It can also be about your finances too. You know, bringing new ideas into your career life could again really bring in some more freedom. Yes, but the Nine of Pentacles, it is a bit about freedom. It's about not needing to worry so much about what you're building because you're safe and you're secure where you're at. It's really good for financial freedom though, like personal financial independence, that kind of stuff. So maybe you are being cool to start your own thing here. That's the advice. That's something to work on. But I just feel like this is like a cool collection going on. So I don't know. Page of Pentacles about taking the first step and learning something new and investing in something new. So and then Page of Wands being more creative with your approach and being more childlike and a bit naive at times when it comes down to having fun. Okay, so that's your advice, my angels. I love you guys. Wish you all the best. Thank you for being here with me, and I'll see you guys in the next one.